Hello everyone, this is Dotman, and this is Vulcan Sector Mentor vs. Midshipmen series. This will be turn 21, and I'm playing as the Missing Colonies of Man, of course. And let's see what we got here. Another VCR. I'm continuously under attack by marauding Meteor-class blockade runners. Here he's, he hit that one planet, if you recall, last turn that, speed this up a little. I didn't have enough, money and supplies to build the number of defense posts I would have needed to hold this ship off. So I think he's going to win this one. Yeah, he's got enough torpedoes. Although I'll probably tax them all out here. Let's see. Yeah, he's down to... Oh, there it goes. He got it. So, alright, but he's kind of out of torpedoes. He's not going to be able to take undefended or lightly defended worlds anymore with this ship. So where did that happen? Yeah, down here, this planet that I was unable to defend. But I have Cobalts moving into position. These planets are a little... that one's not such in better shape. We'll see what happens here as we go through our turn. Of course, up here, multiple MBRs operating. I'm unable to hold this cluster, and I'm in retreat with the one ship I had up there. And in general, the enemy cometh everywhere. So... these are just border skirmishes. I've been able to secure this small sector space. I've got like 20-some planets right now. Not great, 22. Honestly, this map setup. Yeah, I'm going to blame the map here a little bit, but you know, there's just this tiny cluster, and these clusters that are kind of farther away. Not as good as like if you've got something like this going on, right? Or something like this going on. If I had something like that, it might have been a little easier for me to get a larger economy rolling. But we're in okay shape. Not immediately going to lose, although it's not looking great. Everybody's playing so well. I'm quite worried at this point. But we will continue on. So, without further ado, let's dive into this. Take a look at the reports first. Mine laying, yes, I laid one minefield. I have a planet in riot because of that missed turn a couple turns ago. This planet... Oh, no, it's not because of the missed turn. This is the one I scorch earthed. I have taxed at 100%. You can see there in full riot. I'm going to leave that tax rate and just burn this planet to the ground because I don't think I'm ever going to be able to hold it, so I don't want the enemy to be able to benefit from it either. What else is going on? Some clans have died. Some climate stuff. I lost a planet, built some fighters, built some new ships, that's nice. A little bit of bioscanning, and I'm detecting some of our mines, very good. Okay, so, to the starships, and we'll start with our MDSF as usual. He was ferrying back some minerals, so drop those off and figure out where I want to send this guy next. Yeah, there's some minerals there. I'm not going to be taxing for a while probably, so maybe not the best place to go. Do I need trip? Not really. Beginning to have a molly problem because I don't have any normal molybdenum to mine here. But I think I will send him up this way, maybe even up to that planet in the next turn. We'll see. So that's good. Next ship. Cobalt-class cruiser. What was this guy doing? I honestly don't recall. He laid mines there. I think I sent him up here to get some minerals, so... what can I get here? There's a bunch of duranium, some trits, some moly. I'm going to bring that moly on down. Let's see here. Yeah, load up the moly. We'll load up the rest with uranium. I'm just going to ferry that back to this planet for now. These MBRs are still at least one jump away. So, that's fine. Send him back down there. On to the next. The LDSF was bringing minerals down to this world. So I'm going to drop those off. And I'm going to hold on this. I might send him up here to get some of this uranium. I might send him back here with some moly, we'll see. This guy had picked up some minerals and head back to this world, where I think I am going to build a starbase this turn, if I've got enough stuff, and I think I do. I could build it here, I could build it here. This one's got the money coming in. I think I'm just going to build it right here with the Tech 10. Torpedoes, although I'm not going to be... Yeah, we'll do this. Okay, very good. So this LDSF is going to be kind of dedicated to moving stuff around in this cluster, minerals and such. And it looks like I'm going to be short on Molly. There's some down here. I'll go get the minerals off this world next turn. Very good. This LDSF is working its way back from here to the home world to pick up more clans or whatever I needed to do. Very good. This Cobalt had moved here in defense of this world in case this MBR attempted to attack these planets instead of this one, which he wisely didn't do. He got some Mark IV photons. Kind of, we got some mega credits here, some supplies, no defense posts yet. I think what I'm going to do is lay a defensive minefield here. And I want to ferry these mega credits back, but I also want to build defense posts in case of an attack. I don't want to lose this world. This world's very important to me. And I don't really want to station the ship here non-stop. So I'm going to build some defense posts. 30, 40. It really ought to be enough. 50. Well, let's just max it out. Very good. And then I'm going to convert the rest of these supplies to mega credits, bring them on board, and take them on back to this starbase. Very good. Next, my Cobalt that's in retreat. It's very difficult for him. These MBRs, and I kind of talked about this last turn, but you know, he may want to capture this ship, but he can't really do it in deep space. If he uses the intercept mission, I can take him out. He won't be cloaked. And this ship is more than capable of taking any of these in combat, only because of the low-tech torpedoes he's got on board. So I'm not overly worried about that. I could try to go after him a little bit, but if I land on this planet and he's got a ship there cloaked and I don't attack, yeah, he can tow me off and then rob me and take this ship. And I don't want to lose this ship. So he's got Mark IV photons. I think what I am going to do is move into a kind of an offensive defense here. I think the most likely strike path to my home cluster from these planets, and these are amorphous, that one's a humanoid, is via this planet here, kind of out. But I can't make it the whole way here. I think I'm going to move into position here or so and start laying a minefield there. Next. This is my Gemini, which was towing my Virgo to this planet so that I can build fighters and so on and so forth. I'll probably build fighters with this. I'm going to come back to it. Yes, this LDSF. Okay, so this guy has clans and supplies to kind of get these worlds going, but of course I have an enemy vessel here, and he can jump 162 light years a turn, so I'm kind of out of range right now. But if I move to these planets, this planet somewhere over here, he could potentially intercept and take me out, and obviously I don't want that. So let's take a look at this planet firstly. It's only got 54 clans. It's got good temp. Let's take a look at this planet. The minerals are not so good. This planet, sectoid, tribal, bad government, but not so bad. I'd love to get a bunch of clans down here, but I have no warships capable of defending this. So what's the moral of the story here? I can't move this LDSF around unescorted at this point. So I can either drop all my clans here and send them back home, or I can try to work my way down here and use one of these ships to escort, which I think is probably what I'm going to do. Just out of range of that planet. This is going to require a little thought, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this ship yet, but at a minimum, I'm going to drop 100 clans on this world. We'll just make it an even 150. A couple more supplies, so this world can build up some more factories this turn. 33. Okay, very nice. You know, the privateer player's penetrated this far. I don't really want him to come in any further. There's, of course, some more MBRs down here and a Swift Heart. Alright, so we'll come back to the ship when the strategy kind of comes into focus. Here we have my Patriot class light carrier moving into defensive position down here. So, how much fuel do I have? I'm going to send him down this way. Very good. Next, this Patriot is just kind of floating around defending up here. He's got no fighters, though. I'm going to send him back over to this world. He'll rendezvous and get some fighters. This Gemini has built 40 fighters last turn, so that's great. And I'm going to put those on board my Virgo for a total of 69. I'll talk about my strategy a little later. Let's continue on with the ships. Merlin has just converted a whole bunch of supplies on this bovinoid planet, of course. So there's still a bunch of supplies remaining. To molybdenum, which I did not have and I need for fighter production. So I'm going to drop that all down. And I don't have enough for a full load of supplies. There's only 1,900 here. So I can convert those now, or I could kind of tow it around and pick up these supplies. There's not so many. So yeah, I'm just going to convert these now, I think. What do I need? Probably going to need more Molly than anything else. Yeah, I believe I will, so I'm going to do another full Molly conversion on this planet with all of those supplies. Very good. Next ship. Yes, this Cobalt. What will I do with this Cobalt? It has limited but significant armament. I'm not sure what I want to do with this one yet. I'm going to come back to it. My Virgo, which has been towed in position by this Cobalt here, now has 69 fighters. I'm going to stay here for a little bit until I can get some more fighters on board. Next, Cobalt, same deal. He's going to handle the moving around of this ship from now on. So I'm going to stay right there. Lady Royale's making me some money, beaming it down every turn. Very good. Same deal, except I don't have the beam down set, so I'll just transfer that on down. Good. Cobalt class research, yes, this is one of the ones in attack position. I'm just making up my strategy now. And we're into the new ships. I built a Cobalt last turn, a Mark IV. Photon, this ship's going to stay right here, and it's going to tow the Merlin that I'm going to build on this planet right now up to this Bovi world where I can start making minerals. So let's transfer some fuel, just enough to get going. While I'm on the subject, why don't we build this Merlin? Which I should have enough stuff to do. Right, but I'm not building those, I'm building those. Yes, very good. So this is going to leave me with only 200 Molly, 100 Duranium or so. So minerals are going to be tight. I'm going to need to ship some back down. Anyway, but this Cobalt is going to wait here for that Merlin build and then bring it on up. And last but not least, my new shiny Cobalt with Mark 7 photons. This is going to be point defense, so let's get some fuel on board. And I need to see what kind of torpedoes I can build without taxing myself out here. So let's see what kind of ship I can build. Can I build another Cobalt? That's kind of what this base is for right now. I can. I'm going to run out of Molly this turn. I might have a turn next turn where I can't build, or I have to build something crappy, but I think, you know, that's just poor logistics right now. I wonder if I need another LDSF here. Maybe there's something better I can use as kind of an armed freighter against these guys. I'm a Gemini. would not really handle it. Yeah, these ships are too big. I don't really have such a ship. This one would be okay. Yeah, maybe I should build, but I gotta tech up. I really need that money for torpedo production at this point. So, no, we're gonna go with the Cobalt. For now, very good. And that's going to leave me with 700 mega credits, but I've got 2,300 coming in next turn, although I don't have any minerals coming in. So I need to get some minerals down on this planet, and I need to get some minerals back to this planet as well. So let's take a look. All of my minerals are based here right now, with my Merlin under full production. So what kind of freight ships do I got? I got this LDSF. Great ship. So let's see if we can get some fuel. What do I need down here? Tread's pretty good, and it's mining pretty quickly, so I don't think I have any titanium problems. I need moly badly, and I need uranium. So let's bring it on down. Let's say something like that. 700, 500, very good. And kind of go into somewhere in deep space here. Yeah, that's fine. And then I need to bring some minerals back here. And I'm going to have to use one of my Geminis to do it. I need less minerals here than I needed there. So let's bring back whatever I can bring back. Maybe something like 150, 160 of that, and 240 of that, because I've got uranium coming in from these planets. Oh, I've got some moly up there too. In fact, is that where I sent that MDSF to go get some moly? No, I sent it up here with no specific purpose. So, because I've been so focused on uranium, yeah, I'm going to send it here to bring back some moly. So in 2 turns, I'll have more moly here and more uranium, and things will be good. So, the ship is loaded up. It's on the way back. It's short of fuel. I can use some fuel here. Of course, I've got a Cobalt on this planet, which probably has, well, not so much fuel yet. In fact, I'm just going to run this ship around a little just for the sake of generating fuel, because I'm not going to need it. I don't think this turn or next turn. I'll fly it down there and fly it back. Alright, very good. So, that is that. Let's go to our planets. See if there's any with no native tax. There are, but this is the one that I'm scorched earthing, and this one, where is this planet? Oh yeah, this one's up here. Yeah, I definitely have been missing this planet here as far as development goes. So yeah, I wanna. Well, let's see here. I'll just do it on the planet itself. We definitely want some growth tax. What that's going to give me is 500 mega credits next turn. So I'm going to hold off on building. Next turn I'll build max factories and so on and so forth, and mines and things. So that's good. Alright. Planets with no build method. This one I want to build factories probably. Where is it located? Yeah, it's another one of these up here that I never really set. So we'll just say 200 burn, that's fine. This guy, where's this planet at? 95 clans, huh? Yeah, down here, and it's losing them by the minute. So build 200. That's my scorched earth. This is, I'm waiting, and this one I'm handling manually. So this is all good. Any more planets? No, just my home world with 1 million colonists. And I taxed this turn, which is why I have mega credits, so that's going to go back to 0. Right? Why did this not go back to 0? Let's take a look here. Let's run this on all my planets. Let's check out my home world. Oh, it did go back to 0. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so this is kind of good. Plans can build a starbase. Oh, I've got a planet that can. It's probably that Bovi planet. So I could build a starbase here right now, but you know, I've barely got enough minerals to supply the 2 starbases I've got. So I'm going to hold off for just a moment until I can get more and make sure I'm in a strong position to keep this little war effort supplied. What I think is going to happen is I'm going to be able to drive off certainly this ship and hopefully prevent it from coming much further. Let's take a look at this ship. Now, normally I wouldn't be able to see all this info, you know, its armament and all that. Of course, I would know the Mark I photons from this combat, but what I'm really looking at is the mass. It's the hull has a mass of 90. The ship itself has a mass of 404. So that's telling me it's got like a full fuel tank, full cargo. This ship is loaded up with stuff right now, probably filling up every time it hits a planet. And this planet had some fuel on it too, so it can move for a while. And that's going to dictate my strategy. You know, I need to repel this ship somehow. Let's take a look at this ship. Can I make it to this planet? I cannot. But what I might be able to do is lay a minefield that if he tries to get to this planet, he is going to have to fly through it, possibly strike it, and a mine hit will take out an MBR. He may try to fly to this planet, colonize it. I don't care too much about that. Or this planet, where he doesn't have to fly through so many minefields. So let's make sure that this planet can defend itself. 36 is the best I can do. That's almost certainly enough against this ship right now. So this planet's pretty safe. This planet I don't own. This planet is hopefully safe from via minefield. Let's go back to this ship. Let's see what I want to do here. I could continue to lay mines with this ship. It would just make a bigger minefield. No, yeah, I guess it would. So I don't really want to do that. I'm going to kind of send this guy over here somewhere. What I really need is more torpedoes. I'm not going to lay mines with this ship. Instead, I think I'm going to hit one of these planets. Of course, I am taking a risk that he'll put an MBR there, but all these other MBRs are pretty far away. And I have a tactic in mind if he does do that. What ID is that ship? 41, pretty low. This is 212. Yeah. So this is maybe a little risky, I don't know. I'll think about that. But what am I going to do with this LDSF? That is the question. I think this area is too hot right now. I'm going to drop everything and send it back home, where it's safe. What have I got up here? Not much. So I need to move this cobalt into position. What I'm worried about right now, and I'm thinking about it, not saying it, is that this MBR could potentially penetrate and get around my backside and start hitting freight operations up in this area. I have no ships in this area to defend with. So I'm going to move this cobalt. It's not a huge risk because I don't think he can take these planets to resupply, but he can operate under cloak for a while. These planets will be able to defend themselves, but the freighters won't be, and I really don't need that going on. So I need to build some torpedoes here right now. So what can I build? I can build 8 torpedoes. Okay, well then that's what we'll do. And that's enough to take out the ship. Of course, this planet itself is in strike range. But I've got a Cobalt coming in here, so I think I'm okay. He's laying a defensive minefield. He'd be crazy to fly through that minefield. He'd never make it. Of course, he may not know it's there. On the off chance he does make it, I'll just save 2 torpedoes just in case. Because that should be enough to knock him down to take it out. Yeah, we'll do that. And this planet itself has defense posts. This planet, I could build them, but I don't think I need to, because I'll have a ship in orbit. So I don't have what I need right here. Let's take a look at this guy, this minefield. I'd like to not lay as many mines, but I just have to kind of get the little bit of coverage here, hopefully, and he'll hit it. In fact, I'm going to change my strategy on this and come down here, because I'm not too concerned with taking back these planets immediately. It doesn't really do anything for me except for my planet count for now. So let's do this. This looks pretty good. Yeah, right. Alright, this looks pretty good. What's this ship doing? Just bringing minerals back. I have enough money here to build any torps. Yeah, a couple, but not too many. So I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, so this is the plan. This is what I'm going to go with. I'm not really sure what to do with this ship. I need mega credits. I need mega credits to make war material, and I don't have them. So, next turn on this planet, I'm going to get 130. I got some mega credits and stuff coming in. I'm all out of Molly, though, and I'm only going to get 2. That's going to prevent a ship build. So what am I building right now? Yeah, one of these Cobalts. More Cobalts don't really help me without money. So maybe this is like a bad move. Maybe what would be a better move would be to build something to move money around. These move money around pretty well. And it can help me move fuel in. I can also just build one of these with low-tech engines. Well, probably more than that, but just to go back and forth between this planet and just bring money back and forth, some little ship. That might not be a bad idea either. Next turn, especially, what would this cost me? How far away is this planet? 28, so I need Nova Drive 5 if I don't want to overwarp. Yeah, it's like nothing. So I think I'm going to change my strategy here and build one of these to move money distances and fuel, of course. I don't have one of these yet. I'm going to need it. Just to shuffle fuel. I like to have it anyway, to shuffle fuel around. So let's do this instead. Because another Cobalt doesn't help me if it can't fight. So, there we have it. That's my turn. The one last thing is to build more fighters here with one of these ships. Whichever one is not bringing stuff back. So, I could just use the friendly code LFM, as we're going to see in today's core concepts, to load fighter minerals, but I'm going to do it manually. And I just go, oh, I don't have any supplies on my planet, so that would fail. I need to drop some of these back down, go back to here. Yeah, you can see with the LFM friendly code, it's going to say plus 40 fighters, because that's going to happen. But I'll just transfer them manually right now. Build fighters as many as I can. There we go. It's going to build 40 fighters. And beam up the rest of these supplies to get back to converting to Molly. And there we go. So, that's about it for this turn. Yeah, I wish I had had minefields up earlier. He wouldn't be able to penetrate if I had been able to put a minefield here or here. The one thing to note about the enemy ships that are attacking me right now, is that they have nothing. They got X-ray lasers and Mark 1 photons, and that's fine for taking defenseless worlds. He's probably planning on using these as sacrificial ships later. But they have no anti-mine ability whatsoever. They can't sweep because their beams are so low, effectively anyway. They can't countermine because their torp tech is so low. Now this one's got Mark 4s, it's a little different. Boy, that one does have Mark 4s. That is a little different. That might have to change my strategy here. But this one's got Mark 1s. Of course, countermining is not going to be as effective for him once I get my my capital ships with fighters in position. Because as the colonies, I can minesweep with fighters up to something like 100 or 150 light years away. And sweep his fields before they cause mine to explode. What does he got here? This is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of cheating, I guess, because normally I wouldn't know what kind of stuff he's using, but I don't know. They let me, so I'm up against 11 people. I'm going to take whatever I can get. Yeah, so he does have one ship with Mark 4s on it. That would be a possible threat. Whoops. To this ship here. In fact, I think I'm going to sim that, and I think the sim says I lose. In that eventuality, let's see here. Cobalt. I do a lot of simming, various little engagements, what I think they got. You know, what I've got. Who is he? He's a meteor. These Cobalts aren't really meant for direct combat like this either. Neither are the meteors, though, so. But they have more tubes than I have. So let's see what we get here. I don't know, fastest. Of course, he only has 20 torpedoes. We'll see how low it goes. Yeah, so I lose, like, badly in that engagement. So maybe I run away to fight another day, if I can get away. But he would have to intercept me this turn. Can I even get away from here? I don't know. Not really. I would have to like fly up here and he would just overtake me next turn. So, what do we do in this case? Well, there's a couple options. One is to hope he doesn't intercept me this turn. If he does, he takes me out. Of course, I'm going to post this video. He's going to see it. So, you know. Or I can sit here and simply lay a defensive minefield. So at least he'd have to fly through it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hope for the best and head on over this way and see what happens next turn. So there we go. Everything's set. My starbases are building ships. And I'm good to go. This is it for turn 21. I'll see you on turn 22.